Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is Mer of AhhhSoNeo and I'm here to do a really quick update for you guys on my project pan. I'm doing That's So Expensive Stuff project pan. I found it on the Facebook group, I forgot. Anyway, I'll link the details down below if you'd like to see how I'm doing what's on. Hey guys, this is Mer of AhhhSoNeo saying hello, how are you? So this is supposed to be my, So I had my project pan intro and then I did my first update in June and I totally messed it up. It didn't look right, I didn't post it. It's now July, so this should have been my update 2, so that's just what I'm gonna call it. And I'll link my intro video down below. So, project pan is for those of us who are really trying to use up all our stuff, our makeup, etc. And basically I found one that I liked on the Facebook group, the project panning ladies group or something. I'll try to remember what it's called. And I believe this was started by, I can't remember. I think her name is Misty. I watch her videos, but oh God, I should have done my research before I started filming. I will put her name here. But this seemed like a fairly easy project pan. It was one that said, hey, we're just trying to make it through 7 or 8 products that are expensive ones in your collection. And I really like this because I kind of felt like it would help me work through my expensive stuff that I'm not using. But I'm gonna be honest, I chose safe stuff. I chose products that I'm pretty sure I will use. So let's get going with this update. There is one thing that I have finished. It doesn't look finished, but it's finished. And I'll show you in a second, but this is also the most expensive thing in this project pan video. It is my La Mer Soft Fluid Lotion. I don't know why it's not focusing. This was actually like the second oldest foundation in my foundation collection here. You can see there like the black to show like how much is used of this one. It looks like all this left over on the side. And let me tell you something, it doesn't matter how hard I shake it, etc. It will no longer like drop down to the bottom. You know how as you use foundation it goes down to the bottom. It is stuck on the sides and it won't go down, and I felt like it was starting to smell a little funny. I have to be honest, this foundation is probably like 3 years old, so I'm happy to be absolutely rid of it. So that is the first item in my That's Expensive project pan that I am tossing. I'll be chucking it, and next time you see it, it will be in my empties video post. I will be replacing it with another foundation, and this is Chanel, not quite as expensive. This is my Ultra Le Teint Chanel foundation. It's a matte foundation. It's one of the very few matte foundations that I like to use. There's only like 3 of them, including this one. So I will be using this one up in this project, and we'll see what the progress looks like. I put a line over there when I started it. I hope you can see that. So we'll just see how that one goes. So that's the first new item. I'm gonna show the other foundation I've been trying to use up. It's Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, which is my summer foundation that I love to use. And this is number 11, so it's slightly darker than I like, but that makes it perfect for me during the summer. And I'll show you guys my progress. I'm hoping you can see like the 3 lines on the back. The top one is where I started. Second one is what would have been my update in June. And then the bottom line is where we are now. So I like this one. You can see that I've got about a little less than a third of the bottle to go. I fully anticipate I'll be done with this hopefully within the next 2 months. This is another foundation I've had for quite some time now, so I'm really actually very excited to see myself work my way through these foundations. If I can finish 3 foundations this year, that would be like amazing for me. Typically, I probably throw out maybe 2 foundations a year. So if I could do 3, it would be great. I'm gonna lie, I typically throw out maybe 1 foundation a year. I think last year I only threw 1 out, but last year was COVID still, so that doesn't matter. All right, so next is my makeup remover. It's my, oops, whole table is shaking. It's the Bioderma Micellar solution. Love this stuff, absolutely love this stuff. You can see my progress in the lines there. The blue is where I started. Green would have been for June, and brown is where I am now. Funny story about this. I didn't realize I started using this because I'm trying to finish this up, and then one day I was looking at it and the bottle looked really full, and I was like, what happened? I had somehow gotten the backup bottle, which I didn't realize I'd already opened at some point, and for like 2 weeks I was using my backup bottle, one of my backup bottles. I probably have 2 other bottles of this, and so it doesn't look like I made a lot of progress because I was using the wrong product. I felt so stupid. But anyway, so we're back focusing on that one. Okay, so skincare. This is my Omorovicza Omoressense. It's Hungarian water. It's just an essence, a solution. It's like the La Mer essence. It's like the SK2 Patera essence. It's just one of those, although this one, the big thing is apparently the Hungarian water. So this, I've been very liberal with this. To be honest, out of all my essences and spritz and mists that I have, this is my least favorite. I won't repurchase this when it's done, so I'm really just trying to use it up at this point. It was great, but I think I prefer the Hungarian mist spray, and I definitely know that I prefer the La Mer and the SK2 Patera Essence Mist to this, as well as some other brands that I have. I have also Rhonda Allison, I have Hylunia, which are more like esthetician skincare lines. I prefer those. So I won't be repurchasing this, but I think I've made the most dramatic progress with this one, because I've just been like, every time I'm in my bathroom, I'm like, splash, splash, let's get it going here. So yeah, good progress there. Here's another item I'm done with. This is my Hourglass mascara. I typically only keep my mascaras for about 4 to 5 months. And this one is just so dry and so crusty now, it'll probably crumble out. It was just time for it to be gone. Great product, will repurchase. It's one of my absolute staples. Oops. It's one of my favorite staples from Hourglass, and it's the Caution Mascara, but that, next time you see that, will also be in my empties video. So next is the stuff where you can again see progress, which is what makes me so happy. This is my Soft Glam 2 Anastasia palettes, the mini one. It had the colors that I wanted from the bigger one, so I thought it would be best to just buy this instead of the bigger one. And I've made some really good progress in this one, because you can see here that I got a whole dip in the shimmer, which is sultry, and Humbleberry. I'm really close to hitting pan on that one as well. I felt pretty confident I was gonna hit pan in sultry for this project, but now I think like I'll definitely also hit pan on the brown shade here, Incest. I like to use that as a transition shade, and once I hit pan on all 3 of those, I'll probably transition this out and use a different one. I'll consider that like a success point for myself on this project pan, simply because I can. That was one of the rules of the project pan. That's expensive stuff. You had to use expensive stuff, and you could kind of set your own goals. So mine was to hit 2 pans in this one, and then I want to switch it out, but I think I'm gonna go for 3 pans and then switch it out. And then the last thing that I had on this one is my Christian Dior Forever bronzer. This is in the color Deep 8, and I have to be really careful with this one because I did hit pan again, which I love. I do tend to, okay, so it cracked basically, which is why I have to be careful. I tend to use this as bronzer, and I also use it as eyeshadow, a nice deep matte brown eyeshadow. So because I was using it as eyeshadow, you can see right there that that's where I was digging instead of like trying to swirl. I just like the fun of hitting pan on something. So yeah, so I was very happy to hit pan on that. I'm now trying to switch around a little bit more so that I don't lose more pieces. And I might repress it and start over, although sometimes I like how that goes, and sometimes I feel like it dries the product out a little bit. So I haven't decided yet. I do plan on keeping on going with this one simply because this is a bronzer that I really do like. But I have to be honest, I've picked up my Chanel bronzer and I'm using that a little bit more over the summer just because I like to use something creamier. I don't know, I just like to use something creamy right now. So I have been playing with the Chanel bronzer as well, so we might not see as much progress in that one. But all in all, I'm pretty excited about the general progress that I have made in my project pan. And I do want to thank the lady who created this That's Expensive Stuff project pan, because it's really just got me working on my products. That's one of the things I like about project pans, because I feel like they keep me accountable and actually like working through my products instead of just telling myself I'm gonna use my stuff and then not using my stuff. I always want to do a shop my stash kind of video, but I'm not really good at those either. Like I don't think I would be consistent enough. So once a month update, or you know, look, I already failed that, so you see where I'm going with this. But thanks guys for watching. So I'm just gonna say I hope you've been well. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, always appreciate that. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. That's always appreciated. Always same message: choose happiness. It's a choice you get to make the right choice for you.